Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Moonchild Megan with Moonchild Megan Tarot. Today I'm here to do another deck review and I have the Forest of Enchantment Tarot by Lunea Weatherstone, illustrated by Marela, I hope I'm saying that right, Allwood. This is a Llewellyn deck. It comes in the typical Llewellyn box with the metal clasp. You'll see the little swan in there. And I don't know if you can tell the details on that, but there's little swirls and such, which are really, really nice. So this is obviously a very earthy type deck. And I've had it for a few weeks now since it was released. I'm filming this about mid-October. So it was released, I think, early October of this year. So, and we're in 2019. So this is a new publish, but I'm super excited to read with this deck. I've done a few readings with it and I really, really enjoy it. So this is the guidebook, Your Path Through the Enchanted Forest. And it's very similar to, if you have seen my Everyday Witch Tarot. The insides here are full colored glossy pages. The guidebook is extremely well put out, and I'm thrown away by all, or blown away rather, of all the colors and just, you know, the artwork that has gone into the guidebook itself, which obviously reflects on the cards too. So, but the way that she does the layouts in the cards, and you'll see when I go through them, see, oh, that's so gorgeous. When I go through the cards, you'll see that she brought them out in the minor arcana. She put all the aces together, all the twos together, all the threes, and so forth, instead of ace through king in the suits. And the kings, queens, and all of those are renamed as well. And all of the major arcanas are completely changed also. So I would say it's a beginner's deck, but more of like an advanced beginner because of that. If you don't already know what the original names are for the major arcana, then it may be a little confusing to you compared to other decks. But as you see here, you know, the colors and everything in the book is just gorgeous. So she goes through, you know, her introduction, and it shows you here, and I'll tell you once I go through the cards as well. The Fool is the White Heart. The Magician is the Enchanter. High Priestess is the Wise Woman. The Empress is the Green Mother. The Emperor is the Forest Lord. The Hierophant is the Oldest One. The Lovers remained the Lovers. The Chariot is the Fairy Wind. Strength remained Strength. Hermit remained the Hermit. The Wheel of Fortune is the Enchanter's Wheel. Justice is the Huntsman. The Hanged Man is Suspension. Death is Black Shuck. Temperance is the Forge. The Devil is the Liar. Tower is the Folly. The Star is Starlight. The Moon is Moonlight. And the Sun is Sunlight. The Judgment is the Council of Animals. And the World is the Wide World. Now, she also renamed Wands, Cups, Swords, and Pentacles. Those are spells, visions, challenges, and boons. And then, furthermore, which I don't think she went over in this, but you'll see once I go through the cards, because I can't remember off the top of my head here. But you'll see where the kings, the queens, and the pages and knights are renamed as well. But this is what it looks like for each of the cards. You'll have, you know, a large picture here of the card itself, the name, a brief description of it, and then you'll have a meaning at a glance and then a closer look. She does not give reversed meanings, excuse me, but the backs of the cards, as you'll see, are reversible. So instead of a reversed meaning, she gives a closer look, which gives you, you know, a couple of things to look at throughout the card as far as the symbolisms go. So like I said, it'll go through that, and then it breaks it down, excuse me, into the minor arcana. And she obviously begins with the aces, but this, oh girls, this is so great. This is so awesome. I love this so much. But we have the spells, the visions, the challenges, and the boons of ace, and then it goes into the twos. So, and then I think once you get a little bit further in the back here, She'll give you some spreads, like 1, 2 card spreads, the Owl's Advice, Breadcrumbs and Moonstones, Shining Eyes, Creeping Feet, the Council of Animals, which refers to one of the major arcanas, and then the rest of this here is notes for you, which there's beautiful pictures with that as well. So I really like this guidebook. I've read it from front to back and I really enjoyed it. I think it's a great guidebook for sure. So okay, let's get into these cards. I may try to zoom in a little. There we go. I have a new camera stand, so forgive me if it's wobbling or I'm trying to figure it out. So let's see if I could steady it. There we go. Okay, so first of all, it's obviously borderless, which I love. I'm very attracted to borderless decks. If I get one that I just really love the artwork, but it has a border, I typically trim it. This one I won't have to trim, but I am going to try and edge it. I did do one of the cards here. I don't know if you could see the edging. And what I used was this Bold and Bright Crayola markers, believe it or not. I got these at my local Walmart. I chose the emerald green, which I don't know if you guys can see that. Whoop. Between the glare and the camera. There we go. But it's emerald green is what I chose instead of the regular green because it's a little bit darker, and I think that obviously suits the deck a little bit better. So let's get into the artwork. Like I said, this is the back, and even though she does not give reversed meanings, she did, keep people like that in mind and used the back of the deck to be reversible, which I like. So I don't read in reverse, but I do enjoy that. So we have the banner here down at the bottom. They're Roman numerals, which are not my favorite, but I'm coming to like them and getting used to them. So this is the White Heart, which is traditionally the Fool. The Enchanter, which is usually the Magician. Wise Woman, it's usually the High Priestess. The Green Mother, which is usually the Empress. The Forest Lord, which is usually the Emperor. The Oldest One, which is usually the Hierophant. The Lovers. Fairy Wind, which is usually the Chariot. Definitely a major change in the Chariot. Strength. Instead of the lion, you have a wolf, which I think is extremely fitting. The Hermit. Different take on the Hermit. The Enchanter's Wheel, which is usually the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful Wheel of Fortune. The Huntsman, which is usually Justice. Suspensions, usually the Hanged Man. I really like this concept of the Hanged Man, though. Black Shuck, which is usually Death. It's a great depiction of death here. The Forge, which is usually Temperance. The Liar, which is usually the Devil. He definitely has a devilish look to him. The Folly, which is usually a tower. Really like this tower. Starlight, usually the star. Beautiful star card. Moonlight, usually the moon. Really love that. Big moon in the water here. Sunlight, usually the sun. Very gorgeous, the rays coming out. The Council of Animals, which is usually Judgment. And this is the card referring to that one spread that I pointed out in the back of the book. And the Wild World, which is usually the World. And as you can see, the major arcana tells a story, and this is where the Fool is. It starts at the beginning of the forest, and this is the world at the end of the forest, where you're going into the forest and out of the forest. And I really, really enjoyed that in the cards here. So now we'll have the aces, which is the Ace of Spells, which is Wands, Ace of Visions, Cups, Ace of Challenges, which is Swords. Swords definitely represent challenges, and I like that. And Ace of Boons, the Pentacles. Cute little toad there. Don't get confused with that. That is a toad. Two of Spells. Two of Visions. Two of Challenges. And two of Boons. Definitely a balance there. Three of Spells, such a beautiful card. Three of Visions, very happy. Three of Challenges, definitely a different depiction of the Three of Swords. And the Three of Boons, Three of Pentacles. Four of Spells, Four of Visions. He certainly looks bored, such as the Four of Cups. Four of Challenges, of how the tree is full of life and color, and everything else is grayed out in the background. Love that. Four of Boons. They definitely look greedy. Five of Spells. Five of Visions. Five of Challenges. And Five of Boons. Oh, I did forget to mention, and this card reminded me, that this is a Rider-Waite-Smith clone. Even though she has changed majority of things. Then we have the Six of Spells. Cute little baby dragon. Six of Visions. Six of Challenges. And Six of Boons. Seven of Spells, Seven of Visions, Seven of Challenges, and the Seven of Boons. Eight of Spells, Eight of Visions, Eight of Challenges, and Eight of Boons. Nine of Spells, Nine of Visions, Nine of Challenges, and Nine of Boons. We have 10 of Spells, 10 of Visions, 10 of Challenges, and 10 of Boons. Now the pages are renamed children rather, so it's going to be Child of Spells, Child of Visions, Child of Challenges, and Child of Boons. Very Hansel and Gretel like. The knights are seekers, so you have the Seeker of Spells, Seeker of Visions, Seeker of Challenges, looks like he's ready for a challenge, and Seeker of Boons. The queens are renamed Weavers, so this is the Weaver of Spells, very beautiful card. Weaver of Visions, Weaver of Challenges, and Weaver of Boons. And the kings are renamed keepers. So this is the Keeper of Spells, Keeper of Visions, Keeper of Challenges, and Keeper of Boons. So this is the card, like I said, that see if I could show you guys where I started to edge it a little bit. What's great about this is that it's glossy. So if I get it on the front here or the back or the front, it's okay. I can wipe it off with that marker. So I may do another video showing how I did that. You can see it a tad bit. I just did one as a trial, but I really liked the way that it turned out. So I'm definitely going to do it on the rest of them. So I'll probably do modification video on it. But you know, as far as the shuffle goes, these are, I think the cardstock is a little bit thicker than my other Llewellyn decks, and I'm not upset about that. But I'm not upset about how the cardstock is. I actually like that. It gives for a really good shuffle either way. So they don't seem to be fraying around the edges like some of my other Llewellyn decks that are a little bit thinner. So I think this thickness of cardstock I'm extremely pleased with. So like I said, guys, this is the Enchanted Forest Tarot by Linnea Weatherstone, illustrated by, well, I lost the book. Here we go. By Maria Allwood. So hope I said that right. I probably didn't. I'm just terrible with names, guys. But anyways, if you have this deck and you like it, let me know. And if you want to purchase it, a link will be down there at the bottom in the description box. And thanks so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you guys soon. Have a good one.